Now let's see what Scott Howard does here.
And this is right up his alley. He loves shots like this. That's a flat hyzer angle. He's playing it wide so it comes into the pin. That's a beauty.
And, yep, just a bit long, a little less snow. He might not have skipped as far past, but
yeah, I think he can get up and down for a birdie there, though. Although it's cold out there, you know, right. I think it's still a beautiful day. I think they're enjoying the golf.
Well, here with hole 3, with the shade there, there's a little more snow still around that pin than out in the open spots.
No thawing going on there.
Right.
Let's see what these guys can do with the putts.
Yep.
They all are in range to make a birdie. And Devin will be first, just from the edge of the rough. Very manageable.
Yep, great putt.
Great way to start. He's got birdie, par, birdie.
Very nice. Jamie King with his birdie shot, and he makes it.
That's 2 birdies on this hole.
So we ended up with all 4 players getting a birdie on the hole. We have 55s for Frederick and King. Rogers is stroke back at 56, and Scott Howard 1 stroke behind him at 57. As we go into the 4th hole here, this is in the B position as well. It's a 202-foot hole uphill through these trees.
Now this is a very short hole. It's only 202 feet, but it's very accurate. You have to be very accurate.
Devin there threw a little high, and the tree knocked him down. So this is a hole where you need to stay low again, or I see a lot of players actually roll this hole.
Well, you just have to be deadly accurate. I mean, there is fairway there, but it's not very much of one. So, you know, you have to step up there, and you got to be thinking tunnel vision. And I don't think he did that. I think his shot got away from him a little bit, got a little bit high. There are some branches there that can knock you down, and apparently that's what happened.
Right. Now let's see what Ray Rogers does here. If he keeps his down, nice and flat, nice and low.
Now, see, that's what a veteran does. He can stroke that shot up the middle like he did. He has no fear. He knows how to make those shots, and I expect that from Ray.
Okay, let's see how Scott does here.
Another
and
nice
he comes
shot.
On the other side. Ooh, that tree helped keep him nice and tight.
This looks like a CTP too. You see that orange flag on the ground? Yep. That indicates that this is the closest to the pinhole, and whoever's closest will get a prize at the end of the tournament. It may be cash, it may be
Devin hit the same
a disc,
tree.
Whatnot. Right. Ray for birdie.
Oh, Ray off the edge.
I expected him to get that that putt there. That's a short range putt for him. He's usually money on that 90% of the time.
Right. Okay, Jamie with his birdie shot. Let's see if he can convert this one. And he does. Nice bird. Devin, on his second shot there, he was in a bad spot, so he had to make his second shot. He hit this tree, and now he's...
Looks like he's going to have to straddle this big dog.
Yeah.
You know, whenever you have to straddle around an obstacle that large, puts you at a disadvantage. And although he had a good start...
Oh, good putt, though.
He did need to make that, and that was a very nice putt.
And this is now Scott for his birdie. And he converts it as well.
Very nice.
So Devin, with that first shot hitting that tree, that cost him to take a par here. Our man's missed putt cost him, and he took a par as well. Jamie and Devin both, Jamie and Scott both took birdies. So 57 for King, 58 for Frederick, 59 for Howard, and 59 for Ray Rogers. As we move into pin number 5, they're going to be throwing 306 feet. This is a par 3.
Now, this hole, they have to actually go uphill over a mound. So they have to read the distance correctly. Otherwise, you're going to either leave it short or long. So, just having muscle memory here, if you know this course and you know this hole, it's going to give you an advantage.
All right, well, let's see how Jamie makes out with that.
That's a beautiful
That's a
shot.
pretty nice shot. And Scott Howard, his
You
first
can
shot.
notice Scott is aiming with hyzer. So what they're trying to do is play that natural angled shot out to the right of the pin and then have it fall back to the pin. So they're actually trying to read a break of some distance. Could be
Right.
20 feet, could be 30 feet. But they're trying to read the break into the shot, which is important. Because if you know anything about golf, you have to play breaks.
Right. And here's Devin's shot.
Now, see, he didn't play
bit
the break.
long.
He ended up way left of the pin.
Right.
Okay, he should have been aiming well right of the pin so he can break into the pin.
Right. Now let's see if our man plays the break correctly here, or if he goes straight at it.
That looks better. Let's see, it's falling out though. Yeah, just
All right.
almost
Well,
there.
yeah,
Almost there.
You have 3 discs, pretty decent putting range, I think, and Devin's got a little bit more work to do here.
Now, Devin's
Let's
been off
see
to a
if
really
he,
good start. He's got a good putting stroke going on right now, so, he could make a good run at this. Excellent
nice
putt.
putt.
Excellent putt.
That's the way to bring it back.
And our man.
See if our man can get over his putting woes he's had for a couple
Same
holes
distance as
here.
he just had on the last hole, basically. Ooh,
Oh, it stayed in.
almost went out the back
Almost
door.
went out the back.
Sometimes that happens when you overcompensate from missing one a hole previous. You try to make some kind of minor correction and something else goes wrong on the other end.
Right.
So,
Scott with his birdie. And finally, Jamie will make his birdie putt here. And he does. So all 4 players shoot a bird on this hole. A star frame. So a 59 for Jamie King, a 60 for Devin Frederick, a 61 for Scott Howard, and a 61 for our man Rogers. Everyone shot a bird. And as we move into number 6, it's in the B pin. They'll be throwing 400 feet. It's a par
now this hole
3.
sets up for a right-hander. It's strictly a right-handed hyzer shot from where the tee is. And if you have the distance to throw this pin, it's just straight out and let the disc fall off at the very tail end, right to the pin, which is kind of tucked in a little bit at the tail end of the hole. But it sets up great for a right-hander, and I think these guys should do fairly well at getting down there for a putt.
Scott Howard off the tee.
That just came up a little
And
bit
he's
short
a little
there,
bit
but
short.
it's going to be a workable putt.
Devin Frederick throws off the tee. And he went a bit long.
And here's our man. Now, this one's got some distance to it, so, when you're throwing highs, you don't get as much distance. So he may come up a little bit short. And he did.
Yep.
He's got a tough shot there. He's going to play hyzer, and the thing he's got to watch is that, he doesn't clip any of those hanging branches by the pin,
Right.
because he's going to have to manage